Yeah, Yemen was an adventure. My name's Stefan Gollin. So I suppose you could say I'm a professional travel blogger and photographer. I've had my website for about 2 years now, and backpacking for about 11 years. But unfortunately, it doesn't pay all the bills. So what I do when I'm home in Canada is I'm a lifeguard part time. My last trip I just came back from was Oman and Yemen. One of the best things I found about Oman is people don't realize how it really isn't touristy. Like tourist infrastructure hasn't been developed there. So by traveling through Oman, you really rarely run into other tourists because it is like a more like culturally sensitive country. You will want to use stuff like couch surfing to connect with people. Unfortunately, because of that, you have to rent a car if you want to really experience the country. Oman has really beautiful natural scenery. So if you go up to the mountains and the small villages and the wadis, you can go like swimming in perfectly clear blue water in these like oases hidden in mountain valleys. And hiking there was incredible. Oman food, it really is incredible. So they have quite a few different dishes. One of my favorites, honestly, was one of the most common dishes is actually called mendi. It's just a big plate of spiced rice and then a big hunk of usually camel meat or goat or and everyone sits around in a circle and eats with their hands and it's actually that dish actually comes from Yemen. So like Oman was fascinating because it's so modern yet traditional at the same way. I didn't expect the culture to be so strong in Oman, but it really is. Oman's quite a wealthy, like beautiful country, but Yemen's like it's like stepping back in time. I've actually wanted to go to Yemen for quite some time, but because of obviously current events, I didn't think it was quite possible. I contacted a tour company, and he had been operating with bringing in journalists. So with my website, I was able to say that I was a journalist, and I got a yeah, and I was given approval by the coalition government, which is based in Aden or Aden. And so then I crossed from Oman. We stayed with one guy in the old city. In his house, I think he said was 800 years old. It's all, yeah, it was all mud and no running water or anything. It was really beautiful. You have to understand the security situation. It's not stable. It is very unstable at the moment. But the biggest thing, like for me, why I did so well in Yemen, I trusted the right people. I trusted really amazing people. I really liked the old city and the capital. It's so traditional, and now with the war, there's no running water or electricity, so it really is going back in time. But the locals in Sana'a and Yemenis in general are so resilient, and they're very proud of who they are, and I love that about them. There's no putting it away around it. Like there are times where I'm scared, or there's times where I'm second guessing if I should do it. But this is what I love to do, and yeah, like I one thing I hate is lots of people say to me is, "Oh, you have a death wish." No, I do a lot of research, a lot of planning. This takes a lot to it, so.